So, also, if you can't tell, I had to take down my little background thing. I hang it up with a command hook, and my command hook broke, and again, I haven't had a chance to go get another one. So, let's dive on into these questions. The first question is the first time that I experienced tingles slash ASMR. I can't remember the very first time I ever experienced it, but it definitely had to do with somebody either softly speaking or like talking about something, or they were drawing. Those were usually the things that would give me unintentional ASMR early on. It was if somebody was like tracing or like pointing to something, and then I would just be sitting there watching like, that makes sense, but I'm like relaxed out of my mind. Or watching my friends draw, and the sound of the pencil writing along the paper was enough to just relax me. They thought I was weird because I was like, no, I don't want to draw, I just want to watch you draw, and I would sit there with my head on the table just like entranced. Okay, the next question I got is, do I like cream cheese with bagels and a coffee? Yes, I do like bagels with cream cheese. I actually bought some recently. But coffee, I can take it or leave it. I prefer tea, truthfully. I'm more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. Coffee sometimes has too much caffeine for me, and then I end up getting all jittery. Okay, what do I like about video games? I guess the main thing is that I like being able to explore and kind of go through these different storylines. It's like a more interactive storybook for me. And I just like being able to be in all these different scenarios and play it out in a bunch of different ways. I like having that sense of autonomy in a story, so that way I'm not just a passive observer of what's happening. That being said, some games are very linear and you don't get a lot of decision making in it, but games where you kind of get to experience that story more in depth and make your decisions and have different outcomes, I love that stuff. Okay, next question. Do I ever question my career choice? That was a very deep question, by the way. I don't so much question it. Like, I love what I do, and I can't say what I do because it is so niche. I don't want to be like doxed or found out, but it is very niche, so it's not very transferable. So I kind of feel like sometimes I'm digging myself in a hole. The longer I stay, the less transferable skills I have. That being said, I think I could sell my skills that I've learned from this job into a different position, but again, it's so niche that I would have to really sell myself in an interview and like really just kind of dazzle them with what I've learned. But as far as like what I do, I love it. I didn't think it was even a career option out there in the world, and I just kind of came across it when I graduated college, so I've been with it ever since. Okay, the next question is, how does my family feel about the channel? Well, and this kind of ties into another question, which is, does anybody know about the channel? And the thing is, my family doesn't really know about the channel at all. In fact, there's nobody who really knows about the channel besides anybody who watches. And there is one person who I've told one person, and they are super supportive about it. And they're just, they're super nice, they're understanding, and that's why I told them about it. I've thought about telling some of my other friends who I'm close to, and they like ASMR, so sometimes I wonder if they'll ever stumble across my channel, but I still haven't told them. Okay, what are my favorite and least favorite ASMR triggers? So some of the things that I absolutely love are the unintelligible whispers. You know what I mean? When you can just like kind of barely make out what somebody's saying, but it's just kind of like this, stuff like that. I like brushing. movements, but like brushing with like a brush, like with one like this, just brushing. I love that stuff, and that's part of why I make a lot of videos like that, because I love it. I actually enjoy editing the videos because I can focus on the brush and not so much on me. And then also, yeah, those hand movements, especially if somebody's like tracing something and like pointing something out. So for me, it's a lot of mostly visual ASMR, but those unintelligible whispers, I love that. As far as least favorite, there's not a lot of stuff that I like super don't like, but I don't like some of that like 3DO, like really in your ears stuff. You know, like when they have like, I don't know, the little like 3D ear and they're like cramming stuff in it. I don't like that. Sometimes it sounds cool and I like how bassy it can be, but a lot of the times it's just kind of too much. It's way too much. Yeah, way too much stuff in the ears. And then I'm also not too big of a fan of like the very suggestive role plays. I'm just not the demographic for those. I definitely am not, and that's okay. Those videos are for somebody else and they're not for me. I would never leave a negative comment on one of those videos, and I just scroll past them. It's easy as that. But that stuff just makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, I'm not the demographic. It doesn't appeal to me. I'm not relaxed. I'm just uncomfy. But nothing against people who make those videos. You do you. Some people like them, but they do very well. Okay, next question is, what are the top 5 albums I would take to a deserted island, assuming I had a way to play those albums? This was a very tricky question because I feel like there aren't a lot of albums where I like every single song on the album. I might like the good majority of it, but then there's always a couple songs that are kind of like meh. So I was really racking my brain. I was trying to think of what songs and what albums I liked the most of, because if I'm stuck on that deserted island and I assume I'm not getting off anytime soon, then I need to really like those albums. So, in no particular order, I would probably want Enema of the State by Blink-182. I just feel like, you know, there's a lot of good songs on there. I would probably get tired of them after a while because they do get played so much in general, but it's a pretty solid album. I feel like it would bring me a amount of comfort. Another one, I would probably go with Glow On by Turnstile. Pretty good album. It's one of those ones where I'm like, I like most of the songs off that album. I could probably listen to that whole album for quite a while. Another one was Das Album by We Butter the Bread with Butter. Also another one where I'm like, I like most of the songs off that album. I could probably keep listening to this. And a lot of these songs and these albums I have listened to several times through, so I'm like, I'm not sick of them yet, so it's probably a good sign. Another one is, I was kind of debating between like a Knocked Loose or a pop album, like both kind of punk, but like what direction do I want to take? So I'd probably go with The Dream Is Over by Pop. It's a pretty good album. It's probably one of my like favorite albums by them. I don't really like any of the stuff they've put out recently, but that's okay. Bands can change their sound. That's okay. And then my last pick, I was like, I need something relaxing because we mostly have a lot of like punk on those options. So my other one, and I had to look up an album that consisted of this music: Dream Songs, The Essential, Joe Hisaishi, because I want something kind of relaxing, something more classical, something that's not gonna just be like somebody screaming in my ear the whole time. Okay, next question that kind of ties into that question, and it's one song I wish I could listen to I'm mostly just gonna go over a bunch of the ones that I actually have the DVDs of that I tend to play more frequently around the house. So the next one I have is Frankenweenie, and this one we've seen before on the channel. This one is interesting. It's in all black and white, and I like it because it's got that Tim Burton vibe going on. It's a good one. Another Tim Burton movie. I'm not even a huge Tim Burton fan. I like his movies. Is The Corpse Bride. This one. This is another one of my favorite movies that I find myself playing a lot. And then another one that I have is Hotel Transylvania. This one's just so cute. I love it. It's a cute little story. I like seeing all the monsters reimagined. I don't know, it's a sweet story, I think, about a dad caring about his daughter and she's growing up, and I don't know, it's cute. A lot of those are kind of Halloween themed, which is a little weird, but I'm not like a huge Halloween fan. I do love the fall. Okay, the next question I have is Pepsi or Coke? I don't know, I feel like I like them both pretty equally. Maybe Pepsi. I feel like I've bought Pepsi more than Coke, but I also don't really drink a lot of soda. I tend to drink just sparkling water, like unflavored. I don't know if it's because I'm just boring, but I don't know. Usually it's too sweet for me, so I have like a couple sips of a soda and then I'm like, I'm good. Let's see. The next question. Would I ever consider setting up a Patreon or a way that you guys can financially support the channel? And honestly, I don't think that's something I would ever really do. Just you guys watching and commenting and subscribing is really all the support that I need. I don't ever really want to get into money involved for a couple of reasons. One, it makes it less fun, I guess, or not fun, but like it makes it kind of transition from a hobby to a source of income, and I don't ever want to rely on that source of income because social media is so tumultuous. And then on top of that, low-key, it's because I don't want my taxes to be more complicated. Yeah, my taxes are nice and easy as it is, and I don't want it to be more difficult because I had an additional source of income. I know that's a terrible, terrible excuse, but the money that I would make from the channel most likely wouldn't be enough to account for the extra resources I would need to do my taxes. Okay, next question is what made me want to start an ASMR channel? So it was during COVID. I was like just stuck at home for a while and I was watching a lot more ASMR than usual, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to start a channel. Like, that would be fun. It doesn't have to be a super high budget fancy anything. It's just something to, you know, pass the time. And so a couple months later I decided to finally like go for it. I had experimented and made a couple videos before and didn't like any of them, so I kept deleting them, and then I eventually made one that I liked enough, and then I posted it and made the channel and everything. But you know, another part of it was just, I don't know, I guess watching ASMR channels made me not feel as alone, and I was kind of wanting to give that back to people, I guess, to also hopefully make some people out there not feel so alone. And the other thing too is I was kind of like, you know, life is really short. Like, this is something I want to do. I'm just gonna do it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, next question. What is my favorite chip or snack food? I love spicy what is my current favorite video to film? And I feel like it definitely kind of goes through, like, you know, how would I describe it? Kind of like phases, where I get really into one type and then I'm into another. But right now, I kind of like doing the soft-spoken videos. They had a good reception when I did it, so I'll probably sprinkle them in more often. But we'll see. You know, it depends. Also, I'm so sorry for any ruckus that's outside. Part of why it's been harder for me to film is I have a new neighbor, so that's part of living in apartments. You get new neighbors all the time. And this batch is just a little louder. I do what I can. I change my filming times, but you can only do so much. Okay. Next question is, if I could make any video with no budget limitations, what would it be? What I would love to do is to do like a travel series where I go to all these different places in the world and find all these different relaxing things to see and experience. So whether that's visiting like a fancy spa somewhere, or like, I don't know, just sitting in the, like, a field surrounded by wildflowers out in like the Swiss Alps or something. Like, it's just, I don't know, it'd be nice to see all the different relaxing things in the world and to give people a chance to feel like they're traveling if they don't have the means to do so and they're just stuck at home. So I feel like that would be awesome because, yeah, traveling would be expensive and that would allow me to just, one, travel, but two, make like a really cool video. I would also, like, if I was doing something like that, I would invest in like good recording gear and actual editing software, and I would really up my game if I had zero budget limitations. But sadly, that's not the world we live in. Okay, another question is, are there any surprises about my viewer demographics? And I did find it a little surprising. First of all, the majority of my viewers are men, they're males, which is cool. I don't care either way. But yeah, I guess I thought it'd be more even split. Okay, I'm really sorry because I spoke about my noisy neighbors and then they turned on a bunch of like loud fans. So I'm gonna have to do this a little bit quicker and wrap this up. But the other thing that surprised me about my viewer demographics is that I'm also the same age range as my viewer demographics. Like, the majority of them, I'm in the same age group as them. So I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, so the next question is, if I could collaborate with another ASMR artist, who would it be? And I might butcher her name, and I'm so sorry. I mean, no disrespect, but it would be African Mosa ASMR. She does amazing. She does a lot of like educational videos, and she does a lot of like the hand motion stuff, and oh, I'm a sucker for it. But I like it too because she has kind of like some more like lo-fi videos sometimes. Like, sometimes her stuff is like more like higher end production, but her lo-fi like nature videos where she's walking around outside and pointing at stuff, it does my heart good. And so I guess I really love her stuff, and it would be cool to collaborate, but I have no idea how that would even work. It wouldn't happen, but you should give her a watch. You should. And my neighbors turned off those fans. Yay. Okay, so the last question that I have, and it was kind of like two questions. One was, do I have any goals for my channel for the next year? And the other question was, where do I see myself in the next 3 years? So as far as channel goals go, I kind of just, my goal is to keep uploading. I know that doesn't sound super, I don't know, ambitious, but when you're really busy and you're working and you have a long commute and you just get tired and dealing with all of life's difficulties, the fact that I've pretty consistently, minus, you know, a couple weeks here and there, or sometimes I would take like a month or two off, but mostly consistently uploading for 3 years is pretty good for me. I thought I would have given up after 1 year. So I guess that's kind of my goal for the next year, is to keep uploading. We'll see how well that goes. Part of the challenge is I'm gonna have some pretty major life changes coming up here soon. Nothing bad, nothing negative. It's just some very big stuff that's gonna make my time a lot more scarce. I don't really want to share too much, but it's just gonna be harder this wouldn't be for a very long time. I'd be way down the line. Like, that's kind of like a sad note to end on. Like, yay, 3 years, this is it. But it's not it. It's not. I promise you. It's not it. It's just later down the road, in the next year or so, it's gonna be just a little bit less. But that being said, I will still enjoy the time we have together. In the meantime,